Well, g'day, and welcome back to my workbench and the state that it is. Well, the state is nothing's happening. And this is surprising because in my last video when I discussed what we would do during the lockdown, we'd have all this extra time and modelers would be making so many more models and, it'd be fantastic. In theory, that was it. That's what should have happened. But somehow life has thrown me a few unexpected events. So I'll be calling this video the Unplanned Gooch. Roll music! So, what went wrong? We had all these plans. It was going to be a modeller's heaven, all this extra time because we're locked inside and we're making models. And maybe you did. Maybe you were successful. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Did you suddenly, churn out 100 times more models than normal? I hope you did. I hope you did well. But what happened to me? Well, it started off good, right? I started off thinking, this is great. Okay, I'm going to make a list. And I made a plan. I thought, I'm going to finish that spaceship, the Orion. I'll make some videos of that or get it lit, get it out there. I'm like, oh, that should be... Bloody hell, what's that? Oh, no, it's the Rosas. So okay, I got all the plants hidden around the back. Where were we? No, so I was going to build the spaceship, right? And I knocked out 3 videos on that and all was going well. And then we're in this lockdown and a couple of my clients suddenly realised, oh dear, the only market we've got now, because our shop fronts, people can't walk in. No one can actually walk up to you and buy anything anymore. That's all forgotten, right? All they need and all they can use is an online presence, right? And although they had websites, they went, I know what we need to do. We need to spruce up our website. Contact Harry. So I had these clients all kind of saying, I need to improve my online presence. And oh, for God's sake, I had to fix up all these websites, And I'm like, okay, the money was good. That was fine. I needed that because, I was living on basically what they're doling out here by ScoMo, One day you got a job, one day you got a thriving business, next day, nothing. Well, I had some savings in the bank, but that all disappeared on cat food. But anyhow, so I ended up doing these websites. So that chewed into my time, and I really didn't do any more modelling than normal. I got those all out of the way. So that was basically April. April was just sort of a disaster. I had to work. It was disgusting, So anyhow, I got it potted through, and I did manage to get that BMW finished. And if you haven't seen that video, go and have a look at it. I made the pipes really shiny. Anyhow, so we move on to May, and I'm thinking, great, okay, everything's out the way. Everybody's dealt with, all these clients have got their shiny new websites. They're all making squillions of dollars by selling crap online. They should be happy, okay? Whew, I can sit back, relax, and finally, do some modelling. And then a little voice chips in my ear, and it's Jason's going, oh, mate, Harry, saw your video saying you got plenty of time in your hands. Could you would you mind finishing that Fiat you started for me 2 years ago, on commission for free sort of thing, So I went, shit. Got to finish the commission job. All right, I really do need to finish it, and it's been sort of dragging on. But the reason it's dragged on is every time I start the kit, every time I do just one page on it, it is so annoying and frustrating and all scary that I throw it back in the box in disgust and vow never to touch it again, and kind of avoid any of the phone calls or communications from poor old Jason. I go, yeah, it's fine, mate. Yeah, it's good. It's coming along well. No, so dragged it out. I went, I've got to finish this. No matter what, I've got to do this. Get through this, and then I can do the other things I want to do. I want to finish rigging the bounty. Got to do that spaceship. The Varag's really needing attention. There's things getting out of control here, and I want to start some new kits. So that was the plan. So I started on the Little Scary, and I have pushed through, and I've got as far as I can until there was a major mishap with the paint job, but I'll talk about that in the video when I do a video on the Little Scary fart. Now, I don't know what I'm talking about. Go back and look at a review about 2 years ago for an Italeri kit. I think it's one of the few Italeri kits I've ever done. I did do that little Schwimmy Wagon thing, right? It's not the Schwimmy Wagon. It's the other thing. It's a little Bambino. It's a little itty-weary sort of bimbo. Anyhow, so all right, so I'm doing that. I'm doing that, and I'm thinking that's good. Trying to get stuck into that. Trying to do some work, thinking this is good. I've got a month. I should be able to punch this bloody Little Scary out in a week. I should be able to get, some other work done and get on top of things. Oh, look, I'll have everything on my list, on my languishing to-do list, done by July-ish, when supposedly we're coming out of lockdown and I'll probably have to go back to my jobs again, All my clients will finally actually open up their shops and I have to do some real work. No. then what happens? Well, you bastards. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, you guys out there. Yeah, my subscribers, my fans, the great unwashed that you are. You start giving me free kits. I mean, what the hell's the story? I asked for that many years ago. That's like about 4 years ago. I made a video called Your Hobby for Nothing and Your Kits for Free. You haven't seen that? Go and have a look at it. It's a very, very bad banjo rendition of a Dire Straits song at the beginning. So I start looking at these bloody calls. Oh, Harry, I've got this kit. I don't really want to build it. Do you want it? And I've got over half a dozen kits in the last month. And every one of them meant I had to do a COVID-safe meeting with the person, basically don my hazmat suit and go down and do all the communication by semaphore and then basically employ a catapult system to fling the models towards each other and catch them. It was very intricate. It was very complicated. It took up a lot of my time, and quite frankly, I could have done something else. But in all seriousness, thanks guys. Thanks for all those kits. It is lovely. But again, you completely buggered up my plan, right? My plan was to sit in isolation, pick my bum, and get models done. No sooner had all this happened. It gets worse. It's like the 10 plagues of Egypt. No sooner had all these new kits started turning up and everything like that. In the midst of all this, I got sick. Yes, very sick. Yeah, massive temperature. My hair hurt. Yeah, that's a strange one. My hair hurt. It could have been my brain, but it was my hair. My hair actually hurt. I ended up shaving it all. I'm actually bald under here. Absolutely bald as a bloody bandicoot under here because I shaved my hair off because it hurt. And I got really crook and massive headaches and all the rest of it and all the things. I'm going, oh God, I've got the bloody plague. That's it. It's a zombie apocalypse has got me. Anyway, I'm pleased to say I did not die from the zombie apocalypse. Well, I'm still here, aren't I? Doing stupid videos, okay? Well, this is why there hasn't been anything for a few weeks. I have been on my deathbed. Yes, Basta Cat's had to look after me, but all she can do is bring fish. It's not real good when you've got gout. You don't want too much fish when you've got gout. Tell you, it's not real good. But no, I was so crook. It wasn't the one we're not allowed to mention, okay? But it was one, they gave it this name, the Mojo Stopper, right? The Mojo Hiatus. There we go. And what it is it's a dreadful, debilitating virus that stops you having any inclination and desire to go in the hobby room and forces you to sit prostrate on the sofa in a reclined position with many cushions, watching Netflix all the way through, all the new stuff, all the other stuff, rewatching everything that you'd seen years ago, in fact, exhausting the entire Netflix library, and you only know you're better. You only know you have finally got over this dreadful, debilitating disease when you are restricted to what's left on the menu there, and all you can watch are the Indian movies, the woke stuff. Look that up, you don't know what that is. Or you can... What was another one? Something else. Indian, woke, and all the romantic comedies. Okay? So, well, the Indian movies, I don't mind it if it's got food in it. You know how I am with curry. I mean, curry is the one reason Basta Cat has not absolutely been totally frozen. Because you may notice I'm wearing my pyjamas, right? And that's basically another one of the sloppiness to do with what's happening. I mean, because eventually you get used to being sick and lying about and sleeping in, it gets very hard to start in the morning. And especially as we suddenly went from summer, had about a day of autumn, and then winter, when it went to single digit temperatures, which for here is cold because it might be 20 degrees at night one day, the next day it feels like 7. We've got a 9 with a apparent temperature 7. Well, that's very cold for the subtropics here in Queensland, I can tell you. So poor old Basta Cat in the morning, I had to defrost her tail, and thank goodness for all those curries that I eat, because I was able to put her under the sheets, and using the thermodynamic effects of a Dutch oven, I was able to soften the molecules in her tail so that she could get out, flex it, and get on with her fish-eating day. I know, yes. There is an advantage to having a lot of curry in your life. Anyhow, I digress. So look, yes, it's a bit sloppy, still in pyjamas, can't bother going out. It's like, I only go shopping when I suddenly realise there's no food in the place, or I've eaten every single takeaway on the, whatever it is, the menu, Diggeroo, bloody, whatever, Uber vomit menu, you know. By the time you work through everything, you sort of go, oh no, you know, I can't eat another vegetarian pizza, you know, oh gosh, I don't know. Well, I could eat another curry, I'll tell a lie, I could always eat another curry. Anyhow, basically, this is what's been going on. And then, as I say, we got to the point with Netflix where there was just woke, Indian, and then romantic comedies. Now, look, face it, I'm not going to watch romantic comedies, you know. I'm an old sop now, I'm past that. I don't believe in all that romance anymore. I mean, I've got my long-time woman in my life who treats me like shit and gives me a hard time and whinges and complains. I don't need to be married. Talking about the cat, yeah. And woke, well, if you don't know what woke means, look it up. But I mean, the only people watching those woke things are those girls with hairy armpits. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's anything wrong with that. No, girls, you are fine. You're fine, okay? Just make sure you wash those bloody things. We know, as men, we know how smelly they get. Anyhow, and what was the other thing? There was something else. Oh, the Indian stuff. Yeah, well, as I said, with curry. So, yeah, basically, when you get to the point when what you're going to watch on Netflix is more repulsive than dragging yourself off the sofa and stretching those joints and appendages that have not moved in weeks and pushing yourself past the auto dial for the menu for the home delivery and somehow dragging yourself into the hobby room, that's when you know you're over. And finally you realise, oh, I should be making models. I better have a shower. It's only been a week. Yes, so that was the Unplanned Gooch. And that's where we've got to. And at the moment, yeah, I'm in an impasse with the fart. Got a couple of other things I want to start. I've got a couple of big videos planned coming up. Ship videos, some very interesting ones, not sailing ships. I've got some very interesting videos coming up on warships, Italian warships. Oh, you're going to like those. It's going to be quite revealing. All right, well, that's it. Well, I've got to go and bloody fondle all those new kits that I got. And, you know, basically just check Das the cat doesn't need any more defrosting. Better grab another curry. And Netflix is hopeless. No point watching that. So I might as well build a mole. I hope you do too. All right. Well, that's it. It's goodbye from Australia. And it's hooroo from Harry Houdini.